Hey guys, it's Rady Rogers back again with a new video after a long break. So today we're gonna be doing what if Naruto abandoned the leaf. So let's get into it. Last time we left off, Naruto had just mainly saved. Sorry, wait. Naruto just saved Team Kakashi, Team 7 or Team Kakashi from Zabuza. He saved Zabuza and Haku from Team 7. Mainly Kakashi, as Naruto would have beat his siblings a lot, and took Zabuza and Haku to beat Gato and his men, also freeing the slaves that Gato had, as they were a part with Naruto. After freeing the slaves, returning to Wave to be the new protectors of the small village for now. And yes, for now. With Naruto returning to the mountain, as he would have been told by Enma and Az that he had been ordered by the third Hokage to be a personal guard for the Chunin exams, as Naruto would have been ecstatic about the opportunity, as he would be very excited. Now with the recap out of the way, let's get into the what if. Naruto would start training around the mountain as after he heard Az and Emma say that he was selected to be a personal guard for the third Hokage, Naruto would start training around the mountain. And so we skip to Team 7, as Kakashi would explain that the Chunin exams are in a month, as he thought that Memma, Mito, and Satsuki were strong enough to enter the Chunin exams, as all of them agree, having their own goals. Satsuki to bring back Naruto, Menma and Mino to prove that they're superior to Naruto. Also everyone having that Bakugo-like persona. As Team 7 would start to train, as Satsuki would be training with Itachi and Fugaku, while Menma and Mito would be training with Minato and Kushina. More Kushina cause Minato is the Hokage, and after a month the Chunin exams would begin, as every genin from every village that was supposed to be in the Chunin exams would be called to the Hidden Leaf. As we skip to Naruto, who has a disguise on, as he wouldn't want to cause panic, since he isn't a human anymore, as nobody would recognize him, as he would be wearing his Jonin vest with his blue coat, and a mask that resembles a fox, as his tail would be kept hidden in his pants. And he's wearing a black robe all over it. Yeah. After Naruto entered the village, he sensed Gaara and the Sand siblings, as he would sneak up behind Gaara, as he would headshot Gaara. Gaara sensed the attack but couldn't dodge it, as Naruto would greet Gaara, as Gaara would reply, "Hey Naruto," in an annoyed tone. As Gaara would know Naruto's chakra signature, the Sand siblings would surprise Gaara as they asked Gaara how he knew who it was, as he would explain the chakra signature thing, as Naruto would ask Gaara if he has gotten any stronger, as Gaara would say yeah, as Gaara would say, yeah, I gotten stronger with my magnet release, and yes, Gaara does have magnet release, that's why he can use sand. As Naruto asks how his relationship with Shikaku is, as Gaara would tell him that he and Shikaku have a deal of sorts, as Gaara had allowed Shikaku to speak in his head again, but he can cut him off when he wants to. As Kankuro would ask Naruto why he's in the leaf, as Naruto would explain that he was chosen by the third Hokage to be his personal bodyguard, as they would be surprised. Gaara would remark as Gaara and Naruto and also the Saiyan siblings would walk as they talk about the training they did. And while they were talking, they would bump into Konohamaru, as Konohamaru would yell at them to watch where they were going, as Naruto, Gaara, and Temari would apologize, as Kankuro looked away, as Gaara would force him to apologize, but he would still be pissed, as Memma would be behind Konohamaru, as he would scold Konohamaru, and this encounter pretty much goes the same here, as Kankuro would lash out after Konohamaru insulted them. Memma would ask why Sand Shinobi and this weird guy were here, and Gaara would explain his reason and Naruto's reason. And yeah, After the Sanrio and Naruto separate, he would go to the third Hokage's office, but not after he goes to Ichiraku Ramen because he hadn't had the ramen for a long time. As he would greet the fourth and third Hokage who were sitting there, eagerly waiting for him. As Hiruzen would tell Naruto to take his disguise off, as he would tell him that no Anbu are currently in the room. As Naruto would take his disguise off. As he does, Hiruzen and Minato are shocked about Naruto's appearance. As Minato would say, "So, what Kakashi told me was true. You do have monkey-like features." As he would look at Naruto, astonished. The third Hokage would speak up, as he would ask Naruto how life has been. As Naruto would explain all of his adventures, as his stories of how he saved Wave and stuff. So yeah, as both of them are happy to hear he's done good things. As Minato would ask how he learned Senjutsu so fast. Because Naruto would explain about the Senjutsu story. As before Naruto could explain, Hiruzen explains about the transformation and other things, as Naruto would ask how he knows this. As he would remark, he was there with Emma once when he was in his late 40s, and Emma told him everything. As Minato would ask Naruto that he is finally ready to come back to the village. As Naruto says that he'll stay until the Chunin exams end, as Minato would ask why. Naruto explains that the only reason he came back was to see Minato, Hiruzen, and Satsuki, as he made a promise to her. As he says that he never goes back on his promises, as Minato smiles at that. Minato asks if he's going to meet his brother and sister, as Naruto says that he did and he still dislikes them, as he tells Minato that they're too arrogant, as Minato says that he can blame him for that, and Kushida for that, as Naruto says he knows and he hopes that he'll put them in their place once in a while, as he promises Naruto on that. As he asks third Hokage when he'll be starting, as the third Hokage says tomorrow. Sorry, my voice right there. As the third Hokage says that he'll be starting tomorrow. When the exams start, as Minato would say he had hoped that Naruto was participating in the exams, as Naruto says that he's too strong in affairs and he's technically a Jonin now. As Minato pouches, he's sort of a jutsu geek. Well, he was before as well, but not that much, as he would still be talking with Hiruzen and Naruto. As certainly Team 7, 8, and 10 would enter the room, as Naruto couldn't escape before they came in because there were too many people in the room, as he tries to hide his presence, as this works for a while, until Minato calls him out, as everyone would look at his direction, as Hiruzen would remark that looks like they found you, my boy, as Naruto yells at his dad, saying, "Really, Dad? Really?" Minato apologizes. "Well, it can be helped now anyways," Naruto remarks, as Menma and Mito would yell out Naruto, as Naruto would wave at all of them with an annoyed look. Shikamaru would say, "I thought you died." "Yeah, no one's seen you for years, dude," Choji replies, as Menma would try to attack Naruto, as Minato would stop him. As Menma would ask why, Minato stopped him, as Minato would say there's no fighting in the... God damn it. That there's no fighting in the... Right? As Minato would say, "No fighting in the office," with a scary look, as Menma backs down, as Mito would ask why Naruto was here, as the third Hokage would explain that he is now a personal bodyguard, as all of their jaws drop except Minato's and Naruto's, and the third Hokage's, of course, as every one of them would ask why, as they would explain how Naruto is a Jonin now, and also an S-rank shinobi, as their jaws would drop again, as they would say how, when, and why, As Minato would try to explain, but Naruto stops him and says, "That's for him, Grandpa Third, and Minato know." As he would ask them to leave. Memma and Minato would refuse, as some of the team, as Team 8 and 10 would leave. As Naruto releases his bloodlust to get them out of the room, as they would be forced to leave. Because of the intense pressure, as Naruto would close the door. As Minato would ask with a concerned look if that was the Nine-Tails bloodlust. As he says there was his, and they could talk until the end of the day. And if you're wondering where Satsuki is, if you're wondering where Satsuki is, she is training with Itachi and Fugaku, and she now has the third Tomoe Sharingan. Yeah. Okay, sorry. At the end of the night, after he had a long talk with the third Hokage and Minato, he would head to his old apartment. As while he was going there, some Anbu would be following him, as Naruto noticed this. As in a certain point near his house, he would make about 3 shadow clones go in different ways, as he would outspeed the Anbu. He knows whose Anbu this is, as they have the root symbol on their Anbu vests. As he would go separate ways, creating shadow clones in each pathway, confusing them. As Naruto would head to his apartment and sleep there for the rest of the night. In the morning, he would wake up, shower, change his clothes, and go eat Ichiraku ramen. As while he's there, he would meet Satsuki. As him and Satsuki would talk and eat ramen, and after that, they would head to the Chunin exams. Okay, so the first part of the Chunin exams would begin, as like in the original, as Team 7 would. The first part is like the original, as Team 7 would easily break the Genjutsu and enter the study hall. And this would go more or less the same with Rock Lee challenging Memma, thinking that Satsuki has a crush on him and Memma has a crush on her, but that's not really true, as Memma would have a crush on Hinata, not Satsuki. And yeah, I'm making that shit. Fuck you. Not really. Oh wait, sorry guys. I missed one thing. Okay, yeah. The Rock Lee fight and the stuff happened after they do the exams, as they really don't need a cheat for this one. And yeah, the Rock Lee fight, God Sam, yada yada yada. And all of this would go more or less the same until the Forest of Death, as Naruto would with Satsuki and Gaara and the Sand siblings good luck, as he goes to the back of the stands, as the Forest of Death arc would begin. As they would start, Team 7 would still have an Earth Scroll, as they would try to find a Heaven Scroll, and after a while they would take a break, as Memma would go to pee like Naruto, as Orochimaru would target Team 7, as he would want Satsuki's body. Oh my god, that feels so weird saying. And also their Earth Scroll. Since if he gets both at the same time, it's a win-win for him technically. As this would go the same as Naruto, as he would summon the giant snake, which would attack Memma, and yeah, all the same. As Naruto, we skipped Naruto, who was patrolling around the forest, meditating, taking in the nature energy, as he feels a irregular disturbance. As he would feel the large amount of chakra that just appeared out of nowhere, as he would go to it fast. As when he gets there, he would find Memma fighting a snake, as he just looks in annoyance as he says, again, as he hits it with a dragon fist, knocking it out with one punch. As Memma, who would have almost gotten eaten by the snake, would faint Because, no, he wouldn't faint. He would just be a little doozy. As Naruto would check on him to see if it was okay, as he would see that he's dazed a bit, as he says, yeah, you're fine, as he goes to help Satsuki, which Orochimaru is trying to be a creep and steal her body. Yeah. As Naruto would get there, as Satsuki and Mito would be frozen by Orochimaru's killer intent, as Naruto would stare at the person who was releasing it. As Naruto would look at the person, as he sees the snakes around him, and also the killer